We're here, bruh.
We're here. Vegas trip has come to an end.
For the record, we went to Anima. Is it Anima?
Anima. Fuck, insane.
So good.
Possibly one of the greatest experiences
that's fire.
I've ever had in my entire life. And it's crazy how that idea came up, 20 minutes before we went?
Yeah, it was during the game.
It was during the game. We're like, oh, we should go to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't buy the tickets till on the way home.
Oh my God.
And then we left as soon as you got here.
It's crazy how it was like 120, and then it went 130, and it went 150, and then we bought it at like 180.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. But then you know how vivid seats are. Tax, sales fee.
That's how most of those tickets go. Dude, I mean, Vegas got it better than California on all those California taxes and stuff. Those California taxes, that's why so many people move out of California to go to places like Vegas and Texas.
Yeah.
Dude.
You guys is gas. You guys is state tax.
You can get a gated community.
Okay.
In Summerlin for like the same price as like a studio in SF where you're next to crackheads and you don't get a parking spot.
Okay, but like, do people make more money?
You make more money, but because the cost of living is so high.
Right. So does it balance out, you think?
I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
You get taxed so much more.
Hey, bro, that's a sign.
And that's everyone's complaint. I don't want to stay in California.
Okay.
That's not even an option.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not even applying to California schools.
Oh, that's good.
I applied to one California school.
So we're going to see you in Vegas then at some point.
Vegas.
When is that? When is that going to happen, bro?
So I started my applications.
Okay.
I have the list of the schools I'm applying to.
Mm.
But for the record,
okay,
bachelor's degree, kinesiology. About to get my doctoral degree in occupational therapy. So
hey, that's
Dr.
the man
Gio
right there.
Coming soon.
That's the man right there.
But yeah, I started applications. I applied to Baylor.
Okay.
Texas.
Okay.
St. Mary's. Toru, the one that's over here in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm not applying to UNLV.
Okay. We don't like UNLV.
I don't think it was quality.
Okay.
And then Hawaii Pacific has a hybrid program to where they have two, Hawaii and Vegas.
That's crazy.
Nuts, right? What a switch up.
Yeah.
They have one in Honolulu and they have one in Vegas. So I'm applying to both.
That's beautiful.
And then obviously Hawaii, Baylor.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting, man.
Excited, dude.
That's exciting. Hey, out of all the lists that you came up with, Vegas. I am praying for Vegas. I am praying that we just, bro, it'd be crazy.
Both Hawaiis are like the go-to. And honestly, I really want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because Hawaii's sick. But like, I don't think it's just expensive.
Yeah.
Like, talk about taxes, right? Hawaii is like, I want to say first or second highest rent.
Really?
In all of the U.S.
Okay, Mr. Taxman.
Yeah.
He said, "Let me let you know about the taxes."
And San Jose and like San Mateo and those areas.
Yeah.
Highest paying rent in all of California. That's where like.
Very interesting.
It's nuts. Yeah, San Jose, nuts. Don't go to fucking San Jose. People.
Let's talk about interactions. What do you think like a normal public interaction should be? Should we be like conversating to both of them?
Easily.
You know, like, bro, I'm here, so I'm gonna be the one that's gonna break the ice and be like, hey, how's you guys' night going?
Easy thing to agree on. I'd say Sam, and I think it's just being able to like, I don't know, be comfortable in yourself to know that like maybe they don't want to talk to you back, but at least you're trying your best. You know what I mean?
Now, do you think it takes confidence to just approach people?
Big time.
Really?
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I see people, I'm like, fuck, I want to talk to them, but like. I don't want them to think I'm a goober. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It takes a certain type of person to initiate conversation like that, especially with strangers.
Okay.
In like settings like that. Yeah. No, big time.
Now, confidence. How do you think we gain confidence?
I think experiences and like support.
Experiences and support.
Yeah. So
what do you mean?
Like experiences, like do you do things that make you a confident individual? Do you step out of your comfort zone? Have things happen to you where confidence is needed?
Oh my God, get in your bag.
You've learned like as a kid confidence, and then support. Like you get good support, you're confident. Like your family supports you, your friends support you.
Okay.
You're confident to dress and be the way you are because you have that support and love. And without that, if you're constantly getting, I don't know, like bagged on and disrespected, you're not going to be a confident individual. But it's like the childhood effect, like that childhood trauma.
Okay.
Not being confident, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like child development, family studies.
Yeah.
All that stuff you learn as a kid, like how you're like raised and taught.
Yeah.
It develops and it's shown as an adult. You could tell what person wasn't loved by their mother and which one was.
That's true though.
Like
That's so true.
Who wasn't?
That's so true, and it's sad.
You could tell.
Yeah, you could tell.
Like it all happened when I was a kid. I'm like, oh man, God, fuck. Your dad hate you.
Yeah,
like, my bad.
That goes to show.
It goes to show big time how
the upbringing is so important in someone's life.
Huge.
It shapes the way we are.
The way you are.
You know what I mean?
That's where I think that's where support comes in for confidence, because you're born confident. I don't think really.
Yeah.
Your surroundings make you confident.
Oh, I love this conversation already.
It's good.
Usually the way I do my podcast is I screen kind of like we have a conversation prior and I let you know what it's about. I want people to be present, like fully present during this conversation.
Yeah.
To the point where it's just genuine conversation, exchange ideas, and then produce a new way of thinking out of this. And hopefully with that new way of thinking comes a breakthrough. It's life-changing because now we could apply it, and whoever's listening, they hear an idea that you and I talk about, that could be a breakthrough for them.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for what you have to say, Gio, because, you know, I've always admired the way you think and the way you function. And so I think this is where I get to finally pick that brain, man.
I think it's good. I think it's one of the most important things, like truly listening, like learning what actual like active listening is.
Yeah.
Compared to like, active listening? Like, have you heard like the difference between like just listening and active listening?
Talk to me. Let us know, Gio.
I just think it's huge. It's huge. Like in a relationship, communication with friends, all that stuff. Like actually listening and talking, asking questions, what they're truly like doing, compared to just being like, oh yeah, dope. And in your head, you're like, it's kind of like when you're on that stuff a little bit, or you're just like, you're not truly listening. You're just waiting for your turn to speak.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Get in your bag, bro.
Like actually listening. Some people just like wait, like you're talking, cool. I'm only thinking about what I'm gonna say next.
Yeah.
And they're not actually actively listening to what the fuck you're saying.
I call those people a tweaker.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm sorry.
And I do that sometimes.
And people will hate me for this, but you're a tweaker if you are trying to always combat and just like get your point across.
Yeah.
Like, bro, sit, let's talk.
Yeah.
That's how we should be.
And allow someone else to have the floor.
That's it.
And that's not just, it happens often during late night party sessions. To where
late night party session, bro.
Someone wants their story to be told more than the other one.
Yeah.
I also hate when people cut you off. Gotta be the worst.
Yeah.
Gotta be the worst, dude.
Give me an example. What was the one thing that you remembered that you're like, I hate this?
It's imagine you're talking about like, dude, I went to this ice cream shop, and you're just like, I went to this ice cream shop one time in Hawaii, and I'm just like, I didn't get to finish my thought. But thanks for sharing.
Do you call them out like that though? I feel like you do.
Yeah.
Subtly, like subtly.
I'll just make jokes. I'll make light of it. I'll be like, oh, dude, thanks, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm glad you didn't hear. I'm glad you didn't know that I was talking. But still, I think some people just don't get it.
Yeah.
They're just like, I think he said this. I'm gonna talk about it now.
Yeah.
When I'm just like, really? I didn't even get to finish mine.
Same way as you. Like I let him know a little bit.
Nuts.
Before I was really interrupted, what I was saying earlier.
That's petty. That was passive.
Once in a while, I say that.
That's passive. That's passive aggressive.
Once in a while.
I could get people.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
but I say it with a tonality that's joking and fun, so that the other person doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You kind of have to.
Because I can't say like before I was interrupted. I say. Okay, before I was really interrupted, it's all about the delivery. Let's talk about the delivery, bro. Do you think a tonality and the way someone talks, do you think that's like...
I feel like it helps you get out of uncomfortable situations, too.
Oh.
It's like right now, you'd be like, I didn't Venmo you yet. You'd be like, hey, yo, hit me that Venmo whenever you got it. Like, I'll chill like that. To where, like, you don't want to awkwardly be like, yo, can you send me that Venmo? I need it. You'd be like, yo, whenever you got a chance, like, hit me with that Venmo. You know what I mean? It's all about how you do it.
That's so funny.
If you do it like that, you're like, oh, dude, I hella forgot. But if you're like, yo, check your Venmo request, then I'm just like, whoa, bro, I didn't know you were keeping tabs. There's people like that. Who just don't know how to like sell it.
So tonality is big to you.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
But I think it's just like the idea of using proper tonality and delivery.
Like,
you don't want to be monotone.
What type of guy you want to be?
As a man, How do you think we should deliver a tonality? Should it be kind of all over the place? Should it be only confident, or should it be a mix of this and that?
I'm the most chalant person I know.
Nobody just
Everyone's
said that,
like, oh, nonchalant, quiet, cool, mysterious.
Okay.
I am so chalant. You hear the way I talk. I'm chalant. There's no mystery about this. I'm getting up. I'm dancing.
Yeah.
I chug beers. I like recording stuff. I like talking to random people, just saying random things. And my girlfriend knows that I'm chalant. I'm funny. I'm outgoing. But there's nothing about me that's like cool, calm, and collected. Not a second. I feel like you are. You could code switch.
You think so?
You're good at that.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose on what type of vibe you want to give. So bad at that. It
Absolutely.
works for me, which is what makes us awesome.
That's the authentic you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But you do a good job of showing you're authentic, but you could do each depending on how you want to do it and in what situation.
Okay.
You're good at reading the room.
I appreciate
I've been in a
that.
relationship for almost 8 years now.
Okay.
I'm chalant to all women because I don't want them. I'm going to be as goofy as shit. Do I care if you like me?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. My girlfriend's at home. So I could be as stupid and
Let him
loud
know,
as
bro.
I want.
Oh, that's so sick. Come on.
I could be as goofy as I want. They're just like, this guy's weird. I'd be like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's at home. Well, your ugly ass is here. Trying to make fun of me for being silly and whimsical?
Yeah.
Come on.
But give me like 1 or 2 reasons on why you are the way you are. The concept of... That's so funny. He's... Iron Man.
I didn't want that shit anymore.
What was I saying? That was hella funny. Because I think it's that you just love enjoying life. Simple.
Yeah, dude, you got to win every day. Just like you said in the car earlier today, it's like, why not? Why be sad? Why be upset? Why go through all these hardships when you could literally choose
Yeah.
to be super happy?
So
That's why people are like, Gio, you go to the gym all the time. Why are you still chubby? Want to know why? Because I enjoy a quarter pounder with cheese and 13 beers.
13 beers.
Often.
What kind of beer are we talking?
I drink thick, heavy IPAs.
IPAs.
Dude, those are like, I didn't realize,
Dude,
like 200 to 300 calories per pint.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I'm having like 12. It's enough calories for your entire day in liquid beer. I'm literally drinking bread. Like what?
Okay, if you put it that way,
that's how bad it is. Like 2 loaves of bread is 1 beer. Not love.
Okay, there has to
Like
be a
slice.
healthier alternative.
Then beer?
Yeah.
There's so many.
There's
like,
so many.
I don't know, water. Like there's so many healthier alternatives. Beer is like the worst for you, dude.
But you enjoy it though.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to stop drinking beer.
Exactly. If you enjoy it, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah.
Every Friday.
Exactly.
Go to the local pub for happy
As long
hour
as you stay moving.
to get a pint. I always will. I have to.
You know what I mean?
My job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as long as you, like I'm saying, like movement. As long as you kind of counteract, you know,
Yeah.
all of that with like lifting or some sort of movement.
And I just love a casual beer. I'm a big casual beer guy. So how my schedule goes is I wake up around like 4.
Okay.
4:15. I'm pretty consistent with the gym. Just lifting heavy weights, but I can't do a full workout. I only do about like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Do 2 muscle groups.
Okay.
And 3 sets of, depending on like if I want to do heavy or not, like 1 to 6 or 1 to 12, 1 to 15.
Yeah.
And I'm going to the gym every morning at 5. So I have to be done before 6.
Right.
Because I need to go home, shower, make my lunch, make breakfast, get my scrubs. And that takes me around 20, 25 minutes. I need to leave my house at 6:30 to get to work on time at 7:30.
Wow. So you really have to be dialed in then.
Dialed, because or else if I go past 6:30, I had really bad traffic going to San Francisco.
That takes discipline and preparation.
It's nuts.
How do you do both?
It's nuts. You just have to realize, like, if you don't do this, your day's ruined. Like, not ruined. You can always adjust, but like, you're not going to get to work on time.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm tired. I want to lay in bed. It's like I need to get up, or I'm not making it to work on time.
Would you say it's a non-negotiable for you to wake up early just so you can go to the gym?
Easy.
Yeah?
Yeah, you have to.
Love that, bro.
Yeah,
No, actually,
because
like,
and going back to what you were saying, how you release, like I do that 8-hour day. I usually start at like 7:30.
Yeah.
And I'm done at 4. It takes me another hour and a half to get home.
Okay.
It's traffic, peak
That's
traffic.
crazy. An
So I'm
hour
getting
of
home
traffic.
I get off at 4. I get home at like 5:15, 5:30.
Yeah.
And I have been stuck in traffic for an hour and a half now. The last thing I want to do is go to the gym. My release going home is like I cook, and then I'm in bed by 7, 8 on the weekdays. Because I'm genuinely exhausted because I've been awake since 4. And dude, my work is it's stressful.
Really?
It's hard. Yeah, dude, it's stressful. So I'm a PT aide.
Okay.
But I work in critical care and acute care.
Okay.
Which means like most of these individuals had like a car crash and they got, and so when you get into like an accident or like have a stroke or like something where you can become like paralyzed or things like that, you get sent to the ER, obviously, because it's an emergency.
Yes.
But after that, you can't stay in that ER. ERs are very give and go.
So they want you out of there.
Unless you're in the ICU.
Got
and
it.
Those individuals, they get brought to us. So we're kind of like it's like a longer stay. They stay. It's inpatient. They stay longer, but they're in like the worst condition you could possibly be in. A lot of these patients are like pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like near their end of their time.
Like tomorrow's not guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So
especially after this weekend, Jesus. I don't even know if I'll be okay in an hour. But no, you keep going. But yeah,
hey, bro. You said
right.
you wanted to enjoy Vegas, so you enjoyed Vegas. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Right.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
you know.
it was a hoot of a time.
You couldn't catch me doing. Now this is like my birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. I am slowly just not enjoying drinking anymore.
That's fine.
I think I'm in the season in life of just I want to become Jack in every aspect of life. I don't know. I just want to win in life, like what you and I were talking about earlier.
No, it's always good to like have a plan and like stay to it. It's solid. I could never do that. But yeah. But I also love that you're like don't need it to have a good time.
Yeah.
I would kind of say I rely a little bit on it. I'm not gonna lie. I get upset when other people are drunk around me when I'm not drunk.
The moment even like a small percentage of alcohol gets into my body, I'm gonna make sure everyone else is drinking with me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, like in college, I was like that.
Lorenzo's the peer pressure kid, motherfucker.
Okay, whoa! What makes you say that?
All the time. Hey, you want to take a shot? Imagine, and I'm just like, bro, it's like a casual shot. He's like, I'm gonna take a shot, and then you're gonna double it, and I'm like, what? When does that make sense? I don't know how many times you said that trying to trick me. This happens.
Really?
You did. Yes, this is true. It was like you got the morale up though.
Yeah.
It was not like it was a positive peer pressure. You just wanted to make sure everyone had a really good time.
Great time.
So you're like, I'm gonna pour shots. Who needs one? And you're like, oh, you already got one? I'll use another one. And everyone's like, fucking Lorenz. And then all of a sudden, everyone's having a great time because you're like facilitating.
Okay.
Which
These are some really kind words, Gio.
No, dude, that's how you get so many little bros.
Yeah?
You didn't know about that. Lorenz Urbano, most little bros in Teak history. It got pretty big. There were some implications that went on. But that went south.
You know, we can be our own expert in this conversation.
For me, at least, it's doing what makes you feel happy is truly like being yourself. Like, I don't think about going to work as going to work. It's a little stressful sometimes.
Yeah.
But I genuinely love what I'm doing. I love going to work.
That's so good.
Like, I get to make people's day, and I love my coworkers. I love my environment.
Yeah.
It's high stress, but I get to go to bed every night tired, which is an awesome feeling knowing that, wow, I got a full day of like helping people, helping myself go to the gym, and then I get to go home to see my family, to see my dog. Today was a great day.
That's so good.
You got to allow every day. You got to like not let the little things, oh my God, I'm not gonna remember. It's like don't be like have like bad 5 minutes spiral into a bad day.
I know what you're talking about.
Quote that properly.
Yeah. It's something along the lines of like your 30 seconds becomes 5 minutes, your 5 minutes become an hour, and then your hour becomes 24 hours. And now you ruin the entire day because of that 1 minute interaction.
Yeah, right? It's like don't let 15 minutes of like something bad happening make it ruin your whole day.
Yeah. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah. One little thing could ruin an entire day.
And yet people live that daily, bro. People are upset, frustrated, anxious. They just, I don't know. I don't find that type of lifestyle
I don't either.
livable.
It just controls your life. Yeah.
It's not a great condition to live in.
No, yeah. Constantly being stressed like that is just not. It's like the leading thing of like heart disease and like stress sucks. Stress like cortisol levels, you're fat. Like stress is the worst. High blood pressure. Like it's just so finding a way to reduce and manage stress has got to be one of the most important things as a human.
Yeah.
And stress is like a natural response in the body. Like it's your parasympathetic nervous system. Nerd. Okay. Some people know about that.
Big.
Some people know about that. But it's your body needs to respond to stress. Dogs, animals, primals, like before, like stress was you're in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Your stress is there a tiger out here? Fight or flight. Stress is like, am I going to eat today? Before, like, you had access to, like, I need to kill something and eat it. Stress is like a part of the human nature. You got to find ways to manage it.
Minimize it too.
Yeah. What are your stress?
I agree.
What are your stress reliefs?
Meditation.
Yeah. See,
Praying.
That's sick.
Praying and reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Journaling.
That's good. That's
Running.
healthy. That's healthy.
Gym.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah. See, these are all like really good.
Cleaning.
I agree with cleaning.
Ooh.
I love a good clean.
Oh, I know. You love cleaning, bro.
I love cleaning.
To this day.
Cleaning is like my shit.
You are the best roommate I've ever had.
Easily.
Because you clean and it's like we just get it, bro. We need to be clean. Like, we need to have our space clean so that we could think, so we could work, so we could do homework, you know, when you're in college. Like, it's just, you know what I mean?
You got it. I can't do
It's Mando.
I can't, not, like, imagine doing something when there's like just shit everywhere. I don't want to be in that room if it's fucking gross. Like, it infuriates me. Before I moved in with Lorenz, I showed him around to my house.
Yeah.
And he came to pick me up. We'd go to the gym together. We'd park in front of my house because we were a quick walk. And he'd be like, yo, let me come in. Let's play some 2K or some UFC where Lorenz would beat me every time. So I don't know why we ever fucking played that. But besides that, he'd be like, oh. Lorenz would come in and I could see his face just change because it was so disgusting at Raffetto. It was so disgusting at Raffetto that he's like, dude, how do you live like this? I'm like, bro, I can't do this. He'd like walk in our kitchen and be like, dude, where's your sink? Because it's just dishes everywhere, leftovers everywhere, nowhere to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
We had that. Oh man, it was just.
Yeah.
It was gross. It was like stuff everywhere, and like this whole table was covered with like beer cans and like bongs and stuff. And it smelled like ash.
Yeah.
And dog shit.
What's your take on that little growth or maturity season after finishing college? When you graduate, boom, be a completely different person. Or do you think it should be, well, go in your own pace, you know, like whenever you feel ready? Like, what's Gio's thought when it comes to that?
So for me, I think when it comes to like finances and career, right away. Everyone always says like, oh, I have so much money, but I wish I could go back to my 20s and enjoy it.
I believe it.
I'm going to enjoy my 20s, and I'm going to make sure I balance both, obviously, which I have been doing.
Come on now.
But I think going into your career right away and not wasting like time to like be successful, that should happen instantly.
That's so good.
You know what I mean? These are the prime ages for hard work and hard fun. Because if you can't balance both, then you're just going to be missing one or the other.
That's so good, bro. I think it's all about the time. You know, we have to be really smart with our time. You know, we could do one thing 5 minutes a day, and that shit will add up. Whether it's for your career, for your health, mental health, finances, spending habits. You can spend $5 a day, and that adds up. You know what I mean? Everything adds up. I think the power of understanding that can create a whole new type of lifestyle for anyone that wants to like change. Yeah. You know?
Big time. Huge.
And I think I became obsessed with change, and I became obsessed with leveling up, self-improvement, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. To me, it's just I want to win in life, and so that's why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. Life is so fascinating to me. Yeah. I don't want to waste a single second. That's how I think. Next thing you know, bro, we're 40, 50, 80.
Yeah, right. It's scary. It's scary.
Let's talk about romanticizing life.
Yeah, I like to romanticize my life.
Yeah.
Wear my scrubs, thinking I'm a doctor and stuff. Changing lives. You know, like even this setup, you know, even if you're doing like a bare minimum thing like journaling or going on your computer. Yeah. Sitting down, playing some tunes. Yeah. Tea, coffee, or whatever you drink. Yeah. Candle on. Like,
I do have a candle.
Like, come on now.
Yes.
Which is great, dude.
Hey, presents.
And it all funnels back to that, which I like, which I've noticed. So like every topic we've had so far kind of like stems from that root, and then just branching off to like the idea of like presence. Literally every topic we talked about.
Dude, I think about it all the time.
Besides the boozing. But also be present in the moment of boozing.
Yeah. For sure. Like it feels so good.
That's why for me social media is I can't do it. Use it as like yourself, like an extension of you, which is awesome. For me, I watch stupid videos for hours. Can't do it.
Well, there's apps that prevent you from watching or using the app called
the blocks it for you?
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean? But like the discipline is not there sometimes when it comes to that stuff. So I just delete the entire app.
What do they say? Out of sight, out of
sight, out of mind. Yeah. It's a good one. I like that. But deleting social media throughout the week so it doesn't interrupt me at work and like
That's
things I need
good.
to do. As soon as Friday hits, I have Snapchat and Instagram back. I didn't have Instagram and Snapchat for like I want to say about a month.
Okay.
I had no idea what was going on in like politics and in the world and in like pop culture. I didn't realize how much information you get from social media, dude.
Too much,
So
bro.
I don't watch the news. You watch the news?
No.
Dude, I don't watch the news.
Uh-uh.
Not gonna lie, I get all my information from like Instagram or like Facebook.
Facebook?
I use Facebook.
You use Facebook?
I use Facebook.
Okay, family's on there.
Yeah, that's
right?
why I like it, because you don't really see. I think there's like Facebook Reels. It's funny.
Speaking of a funny video, we're going to share this too. Like,
Oh, are you putting on the TV?
yeah.
Sweet God.
Do you know anything about why you coming fast meme?
Why are you what?
Why you coming fast?
No.
That guy.
No, see, I don't have TikTok. I don't know what the trends are.
This guy. Okay.
What is this? This is not even a recent video. This is
Just driving around or riding his bike.
dude, what are we watching? Does he hit some random dude?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bro.
Sorry.
So imagine
This
you're
guy's trying to fix a tire.
bro,
Fix a
you're
flat.
minding your own business and you're just chilling, and then this motherfucker crashes his bike,
Right.
pushes your entire head into
it's
that
okay.
metal thing. What do you call it? Anyways,
Okay.
boom.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
I'm not.
Don't go
Bro,
anywhere.
I'm not. I'm sitting
that?
on my
Don't go
bike.
anywhere.
That shit hurt him.
No, that's fucking
Don't go
metal.
anywhere.
Okay. Look, I'm getting off.
It's a bit.
No, stay there.
No.
Don't go.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Go on, get your phone.
Are you fucking blind? You can't see me.
I crashed.
Anywhere. Is he gonna
You
like beat
crashed.
his ass?
How you coming fast?
Why are you coming?
Why you fucking coming fast?
Dude, there's gotta be like you know,
What
people
is
like
this
do
fucking thing?
voiceovers of like different audios.
Bro, please watch this.
Oh, those are so
Crash.
inspirational.
How you coming fast? Why you fucking coming fast?
See, stuff
What
like
is this fucking thing? Why you coming fast? I just hit me, and I just hit the car with my head.
He said, "Why you coming fast?
why are you coming fast?
You hit me, I hit you."
You don't go anywhere.
Bro,
You don't go. Did you beat his ass, dude?
no.
Is there more to the video? Is
No,
there a
that
full
was it.
video? That, dude, social media are great. It's great. Like, yeah, I laughed, but I'm like, realistically, like 5 videos ago, I didn't have enough of attention span like to remember what video. Like, am I truly enjoying it, or am I just like, haha, next? And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
5 videos ago, I don't remember what I watched. That's what scares me sometimes. It sucks. I hate
We
that. I
have
hate
such a short attention span nowadays, bro. That's why I want to touch grass more, and I want to go hiking.
that.
Like,
Those are great. I want to touch grass more.
yeah,
Touch
that's
some grass, Lorenz.
bro. Seriously, like, go outside.
Yeah, and Vegas is such a good place for that too. Like, obviously, you're not gonna get heat stroke, like, peak 100, like what, 12
Not the
degree
heat
weather.
stroke.
Like, you're not running, so it's no joke.
June, like 120,
Yeah,
bro.
see, big boys like me get sweaty. Even walking, dude, I'd be panicking, gasping for air.
And I take it though. I take it for a reason.
No, and you made it very obvious. I feel. No, you didn't. Actually, that was smooth. Note right there.
Ah, bruh.
Yeah, dude.
That was crazy.
No, that wasn't even real.
Like,
I told you, like, there was a period of time where I literally felt like an out of body experience that I was just, I didn't even speak for like 30 minutes.
that was great.
I was completely locked in.
That was so
nuts.
good. I
People
can't believe
know
you're
it, too.
rocking my entire fit. Can we talk about this?
Yeah, this is not mine. This is Lorenz's.
Uh-huh.
This hat also not
You know,
mine.
I got that hat after church this morning.
That's fire. See, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you already broke it
And
out.
you, what is it, Christian or
This
you
is-
Catholic?
Christian.
Christian?
Mhm.
So you have a pastor.
Yes. He's amazing. We need to
Yeah.
go.
I'm down. I work with a lot of Filipinos. I work in healthcare. Thank you, Filipino women.
Filipino
The
women.
nurses. Those nurses are the best. The
Really?
Filipino people at work.
Yeah.
First day of work, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to bring that much lunch because
Okay.
I don't want to get sluggish at work. You eat
Yeah.
a lot of food, and I don't want to go back to work, right? Especially if you're like touching patients and shit. Like, you don't want to eat. It's just like, oh, dude, I just touched a patient with C. diff, which means like it's got like a stomach pain where like you shit.
You
It's
just
really
sounded
bad.
wrong, so I laughed.
It's gross. No, it's gross. Came to work, and my Filipino coworkers, all of them, about 85%,
All of them.
they're great.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, I don't do an accent. My Filipino accent's kind of nuts.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You know the yogurt, Chobani? That's my name at work.
Why?
Giovanni. Chobani. That's how they say my name. Chobani, you need to eat.
Giovanni.
Pat. Pat. Giovanni, you need to eat. I have pancit and lumpia and pork adobo. And I'm just like,
let's just appreciate them. They're just so giving, huh?
I'm like, it's my first day of work. I don't even know who you are or what your name is. And you just said, I'm not big enough, which I am. And I need to make a plate.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
probably gonna drown in hospitality.
Unmatched. Like, I'll just get to work and they'll just come down and just make me a plate and
That's
be
so
like,
cool.
I brought you lunch. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to bring the whole room lunch. Like, just sweet people. And they work like a fucking dog, dude. Like those nurses.
Really?
100 pounds.
Yeah.
4'11".
Oh my God.
53-year-old Filipino woman running around, moving gigantic patients, changing them, answering call lights, weapons. No one's more of a weapon than sub-5 Filipino women. They have to be sub 5'2", or else they're not truly elite. If you're sub 5'2" Filipina nurse and you're above the age of
let him know, bro.
40, you are by far the most dangerous and helpful person in that.
That's it.
Weapon.
That's it.
They know more than anyone.
Secret recipe.
They're like, I've been here for 12 years.
That's it.
I know more than you.
That's it.
They love what they do and they're great at it.
To the idea of why people love to be hospitable.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a way of spreading love.
Yeah, big time.
I think the human nature is all about loving, unconditionally loving others. I think that's what human nature is really at core. That's what it should be all about.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. Maybe that's an opinion.
No, it's up there. It's I should know this. Psychology majors, it's a triangle to where it's like it's like a law theory about like things that like you need as like a human, and like it ranks it and like its needs.
The hierarchy.
The hierarchy, yes,
That's
hierarchy.
It. Yeah.
And it always talks about like compassion and like community is on there. Like it doesn't need to be on there. Like crazy for it to. Oh, you got it on your Notion. That's so tough. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it's on there.
Psychology need is at the bottom. Safety need.
Okay, belongingness and love needs, right? Like that's 3. Yeah, and it's self-actualization is like possibly the greatest thing you do as like a healthy individual. In psych, I've taken 3 psych classes, and this topic is always, and it's always like being like filtered as like just like important.
Yeah.
Sports of activity.
And yet people choose to ignore it.
Canva.
I think it's time that I show you this.
Whipping out the Canva. Do you pay for your Canva? Oh, shut up. That's kind of sick. Is that your book?
I broke down my life into 7 layers. This is it.
Is it ranked?
There's no ranking, but I think there's
an order. Yeah,
there's an order. Yeah,
that's great. I like that. That you incorporated that. That's like a big topic too. Flow state is great. We had a psychology of activity class where we got to choose a topic. Yeah, great professor, Dr. Dean Hennitz, sports psychologist.
Shout out to you.
Having something like this, like a guideline, like a blueprint for yourself,
for your life,
is pretty great.
Oh,
that's good.
Preach that. Good. Yeah, man, this is a
super organized.
It's a whole guidebook.
Technical difficulties.
Well, we back. No, bro, are you enjoying this podcast? Seriously, like, be honest.
Yeah, I don't really do things like this. This is not really like my.
Is it something new?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big time. I don't. Anyone who would ever know me, had seen me, been like, dude, what are you talking about? Podcast. But yeah, no, it's a good time. I'm not looking at it as a podcast. I'm looking at it as like a big bro, little bro conversation.
Absolutely.
We don't know. Fraternity. He was my big.
Yeah.
That's how we became friends. I have good conversations with like my friends and family and all this stuff like that.
Okay.
But, like most of the time you're talking about things that like you need to get done. Like you're not like actually like talking about things like this. I think you are more than the normal individual since this is your like thing. But I think you don't realize like most people don't get this like deep with like conversations like on a day-to-day basis. Having moments like this and like actually talking to someone about things that like genuinely matter compared to like issues like what am I gonna eat, how was work, stuff like that's great conversation. But when do you ever get like deep like that? When do you like stop with someone?
Yeah.
If you're an average individual.
Yeah.
Not including yourself. As someone who like doesn't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you can like you do things like this to where you're obviously consistently like willing to learn.
Appreciate
and, like,
that. Yes.
Get deep. Mm-hmm. But people who like don't have that outlet to like talk about cool stuff like this, they just never will. Like they have no one to talk to this stuff about.
That's why I'm doing this.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because I want to put this into those people's radar. You know me. I will get there.
There's no
God's
rush.
timing, I will get there. Things will be like streamlined. It's flowing. I call it, I'm in the process of creating my stencils.
One of these.
The real luxuries in life Time, health, a quiet mind, slow mornings, ability to travel, rest without guilt, a good night's sleep, calm and boring days, meaningful conversations, home cooked meals, people you love, and people who love you back.
I really like the rest without guilt.
Ooh. Why?
Rest without guilt. I feel like me and you both, when we're not doing something, we like, I could be doing something right now.
Oh, yeah.
But you worked all day. You worked like a dog.
Yes.
All day. And you're like, I'm going to lay down now. And you're like, fuck, I could be editing right now. Or like, I could be on the Stairmaster.
Yeah.
I just went to work. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why the hell am I not practicing anatomy terms for when I get into that level of schooling to where I need to know that? Just so I rest without guilt. I haven't even thought of that ever, but that's such a big one. I rest with guilt all the time. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
How about you?
I love every single
They're
one.
all good.
I think my
They're
favorite
all
one
good.
is Time, to be honest. Time is my favorite one.
Time's good.
But I think slept on, A Quiet Mind. Because we live in a very noisy world.
Yeah.
We live in a very distraction-filled type of living. And so having a quiet mind, being in control of what goes up there, oh, it's so powerful. Especially if it's peaceful.
Big time. Like quiet mind, like I think of overthinking, like panicking and stressing out. Quiet mind to me means you're relaxed. You're not worried so much. You're not overthinking. You're not overanalyzing.
Inner peace.
Yeah. Nothing rambling on in your head right now. You're just literally enjoying the present.
That's all about the big boy, time.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's important?
Dude, I think time's huge. Do you know the concept of the social clock? Social clock is where society and yourself at a certain age where you see you have to do things. I see myself, I have to graduate by 21.
Okay.
I have to make this much money at this age. I have to get married at 25 and I have to have my first kid at 32. That's like the social clock. The time you see yourself doing it and you feel like if you don't hit that mark in that time, you're like behind.
Now, do you believe in that?
Yeah, easily.
Let's hear it.
Like, so for me, I wanted to graduate by 21, which I did.
Nice.
So I graduated
Congratulations.
for 4.5 years. But the half year I was there, I was doing my internship
That's my guy.
and outpatient clinic and doctorate level schooling, like around the age of that I am now, like 22 to 24. And then I want to get like proposed to Lauren. We talked about this, so this is not news to her. She knows what's going on.
Well, it's news to me.
You know it.
I knew that, but like,
I want to propose on my last year of grad school. It's like right when I know I'm about to like take the board exams.
yeah.
I want to propose, obviously get married at like 26, 27, maybe push it a little later.
Oh my
I'm
God.
still open to it.
Oh,
And then I definitely
my Shayla.
right. Definitely want a kid before the age of 30, which like most people are like, that's a hot take. Enjoy your 20s. I've been dating the same girl for a long time.
Yeah.
It's not like I've not enjoyed
Live your life, bro.
every single moment.
Live your life.
We've traveled.
Yeah.
We've seen everything.
That's so cool.
Every single moment, that like cool moment that we've had, like graduation, prom, 21st birthdays, 18th birthdays, sweet 16, every homecoming dance, football game, frat event. Lauren was there for all of it. So it's like, that's going to happen. She knows. Hopefully, once you find your partner,
Yeah.
they're going to support you. Or else they wouldn't want to. This is you know what I mean? Like, you really own the environment and, like, the lifestyle you live.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's probably going to attract them in the first place. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Dude, fucking big time. Look at this fucking place, dude.
Hey.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Because it's well
Seriously.
put together. Girls like a well put together guy.
Yeah.
So, like, if that's not the first vibe they get,
Uh-huh.
that's probably why they're going to be like, I fuck with this guy. So, I think that's the least of your issues.
Okay.
Completely agree. But did you not see the elephant in the room? Can you please give context?
No, we can't.
Did
give
everyone
context.
hear this? That's like huge to the conversation.
What? Crafting this new handshake. That's just and then he walks in, and I was just like, I hello.
Elephant.
Okay, let's talk about people that know how to conversate.
I love it.
Matching your vibe when it comes to conversations. Boom.
Yeah, dude, it's the best. People who know how to like not be awkward.
Yeah.
That's such a skill.
It is.
That's such a skill. How to not be awkward in awkward situations. That is where, if you have that skill,
That's killer.
That's a killer skill to have.
Yeah.
Killer skill to have. And I think me and you both have that skill pretty well. That's where it comes back to being super chalant.
This fucking word, bro.
Because everyone's always like, oh, you're so nonchalant, cool.
I'm enjoying this conversation, bro. As I get more and more and more used to my podcasting and my interviews, and I think this is the best flow I've ever had.
It clicks.
And it's also like, it's part of it is the guest, yes, but part of it is the topics and what we actually talk about.
Yeah, I think it's fun that we did something so fun and get to debrief it. It's like a debrief.
No, this is great.
Yeah, it's great. I think which would be dope. This is gonna happen. So just listen now. This is where he got it. I think if you did something cool, like if you like vlogged a day, like you and the boys go somewhere, which you do, and then you do the podcast like after to debrief what happened.
Oh, makes sense.
I'm a big debrief combo
Big
guy.
debrief guy.
Love debriefs.
Okay.
Like after like a night partying.
Ooh, okay.
Night
okay.
partying, you're just like next morning debriefing about
That makes
what the
sense.
hell went on.
We don't party here.
I don't party yet. I work at a hospital. Not saying what hospital. The future is yours to create. That's fire.
What do you think of that?
I think that goes along with what was the top of the pyramid for Maslow's hierarchy?
Self-actualization.
Yeah, I feel like it has a lot to go with that. Like once you realize like what your purpose and like it's your choice to determine how good of life you're gonna have, depending on how bad you know your purpose of what you want. You know what I mean? It's up to you.
That is so good.
That was good.
That is so good. The question is, how do we get people to understand that concept that you just said?
I think, dude, moments like this, like that, the plan you had, your 7 layers, like things like that, to where you're letting people know that that's out there, like they have an option, and there is resources and people who are willing to help. Like some people just don't genuinely know the resources of like how to win, and maybe they need stuff like this so they could see like
that's so.
Huh,
oh, I love this
maybe
word of
I'm the
encouragement.
plan. Maybe Lorenz's plan, like this is awesome. I'm gonna do this, and they kind of like, how
Mold
can I
it.
make this a little more about specialized to me? And then they could do their own. But like some people need a kickstart. Some people won't do it on their own. And
Oh, that's so good.
And that's why you're doing it, to help
Exactly.
help people.
I am.
And that's fulfilling.
Because
That's
you
great.
said my favorite word.
Help people.
Yes, fulfilling.
Fulfilling.
What's fulfilling to you, bro?
For me,
No.
yeah, for me, fulfillment is like it's so heartwarming. Like when I get to work with like
That's so cool.
the patients and then their families. I think it's
Yeah.
the families that's more than the patient.
That's sick. What does fulfillment mean to you if you were to describe it with one sentence?
Going to bed happy. You know, I think that's a tough one, but going to bed happy means that you won the day. Right? You don't have guilt. You don't have a feeling of like, I could have done more. I could have done better. Fulfillment is knowing that you woke up, you did everything you could to make today the best day of your life. That's fulfillment. Like I feel fulfilled knowing that I can go to bed happy now. Wow.
That is the highlight
Yeah.
of this conversation. You won the day.
You won the day.
That is fulfillment.
Like you were fulfilled. Like you got to
You fulfilled it.
You got to do everything you wanted to do today because you had the ability to do everything you wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel fulfilled knowing that like everything is going well. You get to go to bed happy. And like rest is the most important thing for a human. Knowing you did everything you could to make the day worth it. And
Yeah.
if you keep doing that every day,
Yeah.
it's a happy life.
Oh, man, that's so good. I just want to acknowledge what you just said is something that I've always embodied, lived by, and really believe in. It's all systemizing. In order to
Yeah.
get to the point where you win your day, in order for you to get to the point where you're happy going to bed, you got to systemize your life. And that's
Yeah,
why
big
I
time.
came up with that. You got to systemize how you live your life so that no matter what you do, it's second nature.
Yeah.
What does living fully present mean to Gio?
So for me, presence is enjoying the little things that you don't think matter. You know what I mean? Sometimes just when you're walking and you're on campus at school or walking down the street and you're on your phone, like presence is living in the moment, making connections. You could have met someone that could have been the love of your life or your best friend because you're on your phone, being in the moment, listening to the birds, being in nature, smelling, like enjoying and looking around and observing is what being in the present means to me. It's like truly enjoying what life has to offer for you and not letting little things and like things that are not as important debunk that spiritually and physically. Yeah.
Wow.
Gratitude.
That's so good, bro.
Gratitude's a great word. Like truly appreciating like the little things, like the emotion.
All right, here's my last question. If you were to narrow down 3 things to win your life, 3 life strategies, 3 life lessons, 3 truths, whatever you want to call it. But if you were to give me 3 things that you think you have learned through this 22 years of your life, you now embody, now it's part of your strategy, What are those 3 things?
One of my biggest one is do what makes you happy. What I do, I go to work every day, smile on my face. Is it stressful? Yeah. Do I love doing it? Absolutely. Gym, all that stuff. I get to enjoy my day and go to work not knowing that I'm at work because I genuinely love what I'm doing. Another one would be don't let fear control you. If I let being scared like dictate what I do, I wouldn't even be in school to this day. I didn't let the fear of like not feeling like I was smart enough dictate what kind of person I want to be. And I think authenticity, being genuine, being authentic, never being afraid to be yourself. That's the big one. Be the best version of yourself.
Ooh.
Like you can't just say, oh, I'm being me and then be a shithole, terrible human being. Oh, it's me. I'm being myself.
Yeah.
Be someone that you want to be proud of. And you can't just say be yourself as in like, oh, like you're just being a shitty individual and you're like, oh, I'm being myself, yourself.
Yeah.
Be the best version that you could be. That makes the world a better place. Don't rot and be gross and then be yourself.
Mic drop right there.
Fuck yourself. Be better.
That's it. Like, was this conversation beneficial? Is this something that...
Yeah, and it always is. Every conversation that we have is always beneficial. Like when me and Lorenz talk, whether it's like throughout the day when we were roommates or casual Sunday phone calls, every phone call that we have, it always has like a purpose. It's never just like random conversation. It could start with random conversation.
Absolutely.
It always ends in someone gets to learn something. He learned something from me. I learned something from him. It's kind of how it works. So it's good because it's good that like we cannot see each other or talk for like 3 months, and then as soon as we talk, it's like we never left.
Yep.
Clicks instantly. Interlinked.
I appreciate you for finally.
Glad to be here in the state of Nevada, in the city of Sin City, Las Vegas.
In this hour and a half conversation, I learned so many things already, and it's always great to sharpen each other. And I appreciate it. Hey man, I love you, brother. Thank you for being on the show.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Next time we go to Anima, we'll do another.
Shout out Anima.
We'll do another pod.
Shout out Anima. Shout out the Sphere. Shout out Vegas.